What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, February 20th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Sylvester Stallone joked with fans that it was great to be back from the dead after false rumors about his death swept the internet. The Rocky star shared a lighthearted video of his family on Instagram just hours after he was forced to declare he is still alive. The clip shows the 71-year-old's two daughters running around as it hailed outside before turned the camera on himself and said, "That'll teach him." He captioned the footage, "Locking my daughters outside during a slight hailstorm. It's so great to be back from the dead." Earlier, the actor told fans to, quote, "ignore this stupidity," and confirmed that he is alive and well after the bizarre hoax swept the internet. He added, "Remember to always grab life by the throat and do not let go until you succeed." The World War II thriller Dunkirk and HBO's Game of Thrones were among the winners Sunday at the 65th Annual Motion Pictures Sound Editors Golden Reel Awards, which recognizes achievement in sound editing. Dunkirk, which is also nominated for Best Sound Editing Sound Mixing at the Academy Awards, received the Golden Reel for music score, while Game of Thrones led the television categories with awards for effects, Foley, and dialogue ADR under episodic short form for the episode The Spoils of War. Blade Runner 2049, which is also nominated for Best Sound Editing Sound Mixing at the Academy Awards, won the Golden Reel for FX Foley in the film category. Other honored films included War for the Planet of the Apes, The Greatest Showman, Coco, Loveless, and the documentary Jane. Netflix was a big winner in the television categories, earning awards for Stranger Things, Ozark, The Get Down, Black Mirror, and Godless. The event, held at the West End Bonaventure Hotel in Los Angeles, honored director Catherine Bigelow with the Filmmaker Award and sound designer John P. Fassel with the Career Achievement Award. Video games and other medias were also awarded for their achievements in sound editing. MPSE President Tom McCarthy said in his opening address, "All of us who work creatively in sound are storytellers. We assist filmmakers, directors, and producers in weaving soundtracks into visual presentations. We support the dialogue and emotion of stories." Anne Hathaway is in talks to star in the film adaptation of author Joan Didion's 1996 political thriller, The Last Thing He Wanted, from Mudbound director Dee Reeds. The actress is in negotiations to portray lead Elena McMahon, a journalist who finds herself in the dangerous world of arms dealing, Entertainment Weekly reported. Cassian Ells, who worked with Reeds on Mudbound, is producing the project with the script by Marco Villalobos, Variety reported. Mudbound has earned 4 Academy Award nominations, including one for Reeds for Best Adapted Screenplay. The Last Thing He Wanted is a pre-production with no set release date. Hathaway was last seen in Colosso and will star opposite Sandra Bullock, Rihanna, Cate Blanchett, Mindy Kaling, Sarah Paulson, and Helena Bonham Carter in Ocean's 8, due in theaters on June 8th. She is also set to star in the live-action Barbie film, set for release on May 8th, 2020. And speaking of Mindy Kaling, she went makeup-free during a mom night out with a friend. The 38-year-old actress and comedian posted a photo Saturday from her girls' weekend with artist Julia S. Powell after welcoming daughter Catherine in December. The picture shows Kaling smiling for the camera. She sits in a booth at a restaurant. The new mom wears a Gucci sweater, a collared shirt, and a face free of cosmetics. She captioned the snapshot, "No makeup, no filter mom night out with at Julia's A.S. Powell art." Powell posted about her magical weekend with Kaling on her own account. She wrote, "At Mindy Kaling forced me to pose in front of my painting before I left after a magical girls' weekend and didn't tell me my hands looked done." Kaling gave birth to a baby girl in December 15th after confirming her pregnancy in August. Friend and costume designer Salvatore Perez said in an interview Saturday with People that Kaling is taking maternity leave before delving into her new NBC series Champions. The designer says she truly is taking her mommy time. I think she's relishing in motherhood. He also added she's really wanted to take a full maternity leave and enjoy being a mom, which I respect her for so much because she's a workaholic. She works 14 to 18 hours a day, and so I think she's throwing herself into the baby, and it's been great. Paris Hilton snapped a photo with Paris Jackson at her 37th birthday celebration with friends and family. The socialite shared the moment with Jackson, the 19-year-old daughter of late singer Michael Jackson, while ringing her birthday Thursday in New York. Hilton, who wore a colorful sequin jacket to her party, posted the picture Friday on Instagram. The snapshot showed Hilton and Jackson smiling as they hold up a pillow reading Paris. Hilton captioned the photo, "Paris and Paris." Hilton's mom, Kathy Hilton, was a former classmate and close friend of Michael, according to a 2009 interview with Hilton. The socialite told Extra Michael asked Kathy's permission to also name his daughter Paris. Hilton said, "My mom and Michael went to high school together, and they were best friends since they were 13, so I grew up knowing Michael very well." She added, "When he had his daughter, he always loved the name Paris, so he asked my mom if it was okay, and of course she said yes. I think she's such a beautiful little girl, and I'm proud we have the same name." Hilton's sister, Nikki Hilton, Aunt Kylie Richards, and model Adriana Pechik were among the other guests at Hilton's birthday party. Nikki welcomed her second child, daughter Teddy, in December and shared a first photo of the infant last week. Chrissy Teigen is sharing new details about her pregnancy. The 32-year-old model and television personality said on Monday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show that her second child with husband, John Legend, will arrive in June. She told host Ellen DeGeneres, "I'm having a baby boy in the spring. I'll tell you, it's in June." Teigen and Legend already share 22-month-old daughter Luna Simone. The couple have yet to pick a name for their unborn son. Teigen explained, "Boys' names are really tough," before quipping, "I don't even think he'll have a middle name because we can't even think of a first name." She says, "With Luna, there was a blood moon happening. It was a very beautiful night, really big, vivid red moon, and just gorgeous. I have this love for space, and I think about space camp all the time, and my days at space camp as a youngster. I just thought Luna was perfect." Teigen and Legend announced the model's pregnancy in November. Teigen discussed her family on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon in January, saying that she was 5 months along in her pregnancy. The star says, "Everyone thinks I'm due tomorrow. I'm like, nope, just another baby." She added, "Luna will be 2 in April, and she's just so much fun. She's so funny. She's talking up a storm, loves dad. You know how girls are with their dads. They're so close." Naomi Watts and Billy Crudup were spotted holding hands Sunday at the BAFTAs after party. The 49-year-old British actress and the 49-year-old American actor left the Vogue bash hand-in-hand following the British Academy Film Awards in London, according to People. Watts, who wore an all-black ensemble to support the Time's Up movement, was all smiles as she let Crudup out of the party. Us Weekly reported in August that the pair started dating after meeting on the set of the Netflix series Gypsy. A source told the magazine Naomi and Billy are dating, but in the early stages. Watts split from Leah Schreiber in September 2016 after 11 years together. She shares 2 sons, 10-year-old Alexander Sasha P. and 9-year-old Samuel Kai, with the Ray Donovan actor. The actress said in the June issue of Vogue Australia, "I'm co-parenting, I'm doing okay." She added, "There are good days and bad days, and Levi and I are on good terms, and we're trying to do our absolute best for the sake of the children, and we hope to keep moving forward in that way." Crudup, meanwhile, previously dated actors Mary Louise Parker and Claire Danes. He shares 14-year-old son William Atticus with Parker. British royals Prince William and Kate Middleton attended the 2018 BAFTAs on Sunday. The 35-year-old Duke of Cambridge and the pregnant 36-year-old Duchess of Cambridge dazzled at the British Academy Film Awards at the Royal Albert Hall in London. Prince William wore a black tuxedo, with Middleton showing off her baby bump in a dark green dress with a black sash. Most attendees wore black as a sign of solidarity with the Time's Up movement, leading people to both criticize and defend Middleton for her choice of dress. One person tweeted, "Quite a bummer to see that the Duchess of Cambridge didn't wear black to the hashtag BAFTAs and not a hashtag Time's Up pin on other Cambridge. There's nothing political about standing up to sexual assault. This should have been an easy choice for them to make, and they failed." Piers Morgan wrote, "Duchess of Cambridge being abused by feminists on Twitter for not wearing a black dress at tonight's BAFTAs. Apparently she's not allowed to exercise her feminist right to wear whatever color she chooses." The Daily Express reported Prince William was spotted wearing a new pair of glasses in the audience. The prince took the stage with Middleton after the ceremony to congratulate award winners, according to the Telegraph. Prince William and Middleton are announced in September that they're expecting their 3rd child. The couple are already parents to 4-year-old son Prince George and 2-year-old daughter Princess Charlotte. Teen Mom 2 star Briana DeJesus gave an update Sunday following her latest plastic surgeries. The 23-year-old television personality showed off her progress on Twitter after undergoing a tummy tuck, breast lift, and other procedures earlier this month. DeJesus wore a bra and leggings and a series of photos of her body transformation. The star referred to herself as a skinny mini, saying she has no more big butt and no more big boobs either. She captioned the photo, 18 days post-op progress, can't wait to hit the gym next month. DeJesus' doctor, Dr. Miami, had detailed the star's procedures in an interview with E! News this month. He praised DeJesus for openly discussing her plastic surgery on social media. Dr. Miami said, I did a tummy tuck, a breast lift with an implant exchange because she did have implants from before. And we also did some contouring and reshaping of her booty, of her shape overall. He added, I'm happy that she shared her journey with the world because there's a lot of moms that want mommy makeovers and they're scared. Seeing somebody that they know, even if it's through social media, go through it as helpful as far as educating people about it. DeJesus' mom to 6-year-old daughter Nova and welcomed her second daughter Stella in July. She said in January that her split from Javi Marroquin, her co-star Caitlin Lowry's ex-husband, was part and due to a disagreement over her plastic surgeries. The star told Blasting News at the time, he doesn't want me to get my surgery for a breast lift, lipo, and tummy tuck because it'll look bad on his name at work. DeJesus came to fame on the MTV series Teen Mom 3 and joined Teen Mom 2 in Season 8. The show co-stars Lowry, Janelle Evans, Leah Messer, and Chelsea Huska. Kathy Bates performed and danced to Bruno Mars' That's What I Like in a new preview for Thursday's upcoming episode of Lip Sync Battle. The clip released Monday features the actress wearing a leopard print shirt and a gold chain as she moves smoothly around a lowrider before being pampered by a group of background dancers. Co-host Chrissy Teigen said of Bates' performance, I finally have an answer when somebody asks me, which is always, what is your favorite lip sync battle moment ever? Fellow hosts LL Cool J and Bates' opponent, comedian Tone Bell, are also seen laughing and enjoying the rendition of the Grammy-winning song. Bates face-offs against Bell on Lip Sync Battle, which airs Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Paramount Network. Disney Channel's original series Andi Mack has been renewed for a third season. The show's creator Terry Minsky announced to the cast Monday on Good Morning America. Minsky, famous for creating Disney Channel's Lizzie McGuire, revealed to the cast, which includes Peyton Elizabeth Lee, Lillian Belden, Joshua Rush, Sophia Wilde, and Asher Angel, that the third season was on the way by using the live studio audience to hold up signs to spell out Season 3. The third season will debut later in 2018 after 12 new episodes of Season 2 debuts in June, Deadline reported. Andi Mack follows the titular character portrayed by Lee as she comes of age and discovers that her older sister is actually her mother, and the woman she thought was her mother is actually her grandmother. The series also famously features Rush's character Cyrus Goodman coming out as gay, a first for Disney Channel. Disney Channel's worldwide president, Gary Marsh, said in a statement, a series about a girl discovering that her sister is really her mom was new territory for Disney Channel, but Terry's honest, authentic storytelling allows our audience to connect deeply to these characters and their journeys of self-discovery. What she has crafted stands as a high-water benchmark for kids and family storytelling around the world. Niall Horan and Hailee Steinfeld fueled dating rumors at a concert over President's Day weekend. The 24-year-old British singer and 21-year-old American actress attended the Backstreet Boys' residency show Saturday at the Axis at Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas. One fan captured Horan and Steinfeld singing and dancing along to several songs, including I Want It That Way. Backstreet Boys singer A.J. McLean came up to Horan at one point in the song so the star could sing along. E! News reported Horan and Steinfeld visited XS nightclub after the concert, where they enjoyed cocktails and a DJ set by Diplo. The pair sat together at a stage table with friends. Horan and Steinfeld were previously spotted together at the 2017 American Music Awards in November. The One Direction singer dedicated a sweet post to Steinfeld on her 21st birthday the next month. He wrote, Happy birthday to the loveliest person on the planet and one of my best friends at Hailee Steinfeld. Love you as Hales. Steinfeld addressed her reported romance with Horan in an interview with Us Weekly in January, saying she appreciates her fans' interest but prefers to keep her personal life private. The star added, I feel so lucky that my fans care enough about me to know what I'm doing every day, every second of the day, but I think that sometimes it's hard for people in general to realize that there are boundaries to a person's life and personal life. Beyonce and 6-year-old daughter Blue Ivy enjoyed the 2018 NBA All-Star Game Sunday at the Staples Center in Los Angeles by sitting courtside. The mother and daughter pair were joined by the music star's mother Tina Knowles and her husband Richard Lawson. Beyonce was spotted taking multiple selfies with Blue Ivy, who was seen with a green and white signed basketball in her positions. Beyonce wore a brown sweatshirt with a yellow skirt and lace-up heels, while Blue Ivy donned a black leather jacket, black top, and ripped jeans. Both rocked sunglasses, with Beyonce wearing a pair of small-framed glasses compared to Blue Ivy's bigger and rounder ones. The 67 All-Star Game featured the best players in the NBA facing off against each other in teams picked by captains LeBron James and Steph Curry. Jimmy Kimmel, Jack Nicholson, Dave Chappelle, Diddy, Issa Rae, Odell Beckham Jr., Snoop Dogg, Lou Adler, Spike Lee, Jack Nicholson, Julianne Moore, Ellen Pompeo, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and more were also seen in the audience. And a related story, after causing controversy at the NBA All-Star Game on Sunday with a slowed-down jazzy rendition of the national anthem, Fergie issued a formal apology for her divisive performance. She said in a statement acquired by People magazine, "I've always been honored and proud to perform the national anthem, and last night I wanted to try something special for the NBA. I'm a risk taker artistically, but clearly this rendition didn't strike the intended tone. I love this country and honestly tried my best." TMZ was the first to report the news. Taking the court at Los Angeles Staples Center in a form-fitting black dress, the 42-year-old singer performed a sultry rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, reworking the tune to more of a jazzy beat. One attendee told People it actually didn't sound so bad at first. Everyone was just trying to figure out what was going on. Like, was she about to break out into a different song? Then she started doing all these ranges, and it just went downhill. At the point, the star appeared to struggle to hit the high notes, though she closed out the tune with some impressive vibrato, telling the arena, "Let's play some basketball." Throughout the performance, the camera caught an array of expressions of those on the court and in the crowd at the game. Another source who was present says players and celebs seemed surprised by her rendition of the anthem. After the performance, she didn't seem fazed. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1992, John Singleton is nominated for Best Director Oscar. In his debut film Boys in the Hood 1991, John Singleton depicted life on the streets of his native Los Angeles, not the famously sunny palm tree-lined boulevards, but the tough, gang-ruled neighborhood of South Central. His portrayal of three young black men growing up in Compton, where drive-by shootings was a terrifying fact of everyday life, was praised for its disturbing accuracy, as well as for the depth and compassion with which it viewed all its characters. It became one of the first films with a largely black cast to break out as a mainstream hit, earning some $57 million at the box office. On this day in 1992, the 24-year-old Singleton became the youngest person and the first African-American ever to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Director. Singleton also scored an Oscar nomination for Best Original Screenplay. Born in 1968, Singleton grew up in South Central Los Angeles. He made Boys in the Hood shortly after his graduation from the prestigious film school at the University of Southern California. After earning raves at the Cannes Film Festival, the film was released in the summer of 1991. The success of Boys in the Hood jump-started Singleton's career, as well as those of the movie then relatively unknown actors Cuba Gooding Jr., Morris Chestnut, and the rapper Ice Cube, who wrote a hit song called Boys in the Hood as a member of the rap group NWA, before recording a platinum solo record in 1989. The ensemble cast was rounded out by Lawrence Fishburne, Angela Bassett, Tyra Farrell, and Nina Long. After directing an elaborate music video for Michael Jackson's hit Remember the Time, Singleton released his much-awaited Boys in the Hood follow-up, Poetic Justice, in 1993. Starring Janet Jackson and Tupac Shakur, the film met with a tepid reception by critics and audiences. Singleton continued to tackle difficult subjects with his next two films, Higher Learning in 1995, which dealt with racial tensions on a college campus, and Rosewood in 1997, the story of an African-American town in Florida that was burned by a white mob in the 1920s. He took on the action genre with Shaft 2000, a remake of the 1971 film, and Too Fast, Too Furious 2003, a big-budget sequel to the 2001 sleeper hit The Fast and the Furious, directed by Rob Cohen. Though the latter film was quickly panned, it became an international blockbuster, earning some $240 million. An earlier film, Baby Boy, in 2001, which returned to the streets of South Central LA, earned better reviews but failed to make much impact at the box office. In 2005, Singleton's production company, New Deal Entertainment, released Hustle and Flow in 2005, directed by Craig Brewer. Singleton put in $3 million of his own money to make the film, which told the story of a Memphis Pip played by Terrence Howard, who follows his dream to become a rapper. Hustle and Flow generated the best critical buzz of Singleton's career since Boys in the Hood, winning an audience prize at the famed Sundance Film Festival and earning an Oscar nomination for Howard and a statuette for Best Original Song for It's Hard Out There for a Pimp by the rap group 3 6 Mafia. That same year, Singleton directed Four Brothers, 2005, starring Mark Wahlberg. Other New Deal productions include Black Snake Moan in 2006, also directed by Brewer, and Illegal Tender in 2007. On the heels of Hustle and Flow's success, Singleton signed a $7 million two-picture deal with Paramount and MTV Films. Also on this date in 2003, fire engulfs nightclub during a Great White Show. The famous contract rider in rock and roll history may be the one Van Halen used that stipulated that there will be no brown M&Ms in the backstage area upon paying in virtue of the show with full compensation. The most tragic contract rider in history, on the other hand, was the one sent ahead to the small bars and nightclubs on the 2003 tour of Jack Russell's Great White, the touring remnant of the group behind late 80s hit like Once Bitten, Twice Shy. That rider led in a very direct way to the deaths of 100 concert goers in the Station nightclub fire in West Warwick, Rhode Island on this date in 2003. Even in its heyday, Great White was no Van Halen. Yet one can be sure that the contract rider enumerated their onstage and backstage needs circa 1988 must have looked rather different from the one they were using 15 years later. The latter document was a model of restraint. Beverages: bottled water, orange juice, coffee, tea, and a few Red Bulls. Lunch: something from the venue kitchen or sandwiches from Subway. The rider specified gel colors for the lights and dimensions for the merchandise table, but in the detailed stage diagram, it made no mention of 3 pyrotechnic devices: spark fountains, called gerbs, that the band's tour managers like to set off, just as Jack Russell's Great Number tour into their opening number. Those devices would start the 4th deadliest fire in American history, killing 100 patrons of the Station nightclub in West Warwick, Rhode Island on the night of February 20th, 2003. It was an awful combination of bad decisions by multiple parties that led to the disastrous loss of life at the station, from the local fire authorities' decision not to require sprinklers at the club, to the club owners' dangerous and illegal decisions to use cheap, flammable packing foam around the stage area rather than fire retardant soundproofing. Nevertheless, if there had been no sparks for the unplanned for pyrotechnic devices, there would have been no fire in the first place. This highlights the importance of strict adherence to contract riders by performers and concert venues, the very point Van Halen was making with their famous M&M provisions. As David Lee Roth explained in his autobiography, when I would walk backstage, if I saw a brown M&M in that bowl, we line checked the entire production. Guaranteed you're going to arrive at a technical error. They didn't read the contract. Guaranteed you run into a problem. Sometimes it would threaten to just destroy the whole show, something like literally life-threatening. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, February 20th, 2018, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.